do any further changes, you know.
It was so rough inside here, you know, when they first got this building.
You saw it, didn't you? When it was,
Oh, yes. It was,
the tractor park
you can't believe the amount of work they had to do.
So and then this arch had been widened to get the tractor in, I think, so the builders restored the original arch.
Yeah.
And then there was a wall of sorts across here, and, well, we effectively replaced it, but put the sort of dog leg into for the kitchen. And then, yes, this was the staircase we didn't want to have to build.
But you had to because of a...
That was the door originally into the place, and that was restored to being a window, and the staircase was the other way round.
Yeah.
And then there was a wooden staircase that went up to the top floor. But all of this plastering, that didn't exist. My son came over and did that for me.
I think this had to be the most difficult restoration project I have ever seen.
Well, it wasn't too bad once we got going. The builders were very good, you know. Although they wouldn't give the fixed price for work, they just charged
by the day.
Which was okay. He was honest chap and did it well. And then we found a local metal worker who made new window frames. So these had to replicate what had gone before.
Yeah.
So he did these are the ones on the first floor.
He built the staircases as well.
Did you have anybody breaking into the place? Because you put super locks here.
Well, that came about when I sold, you know, the VW estate car I had. I sold that to a couple of Eastern Europeans.
Yes. Who cased the joint?
The car was owned by the company. When they went to change the registration at Sandweiler, because they wanted to do immediately to make sure everything was okay, they said, oh, you had to have an invoice because it's a company selling it. So I had to come back, produce them an invoice to then use to, you know, for selling them the car.
Yeah.
And while they were, I didn't ask them in, but while they were waiting, they were just sort of wandering around. And one of these blokes said to me, oh, you have no opening windows on the front of the house.
Yeah.
Which struck me as a strange observation to make, which I took it to mean he's seen that we have got opening windows on the back of the house.
Yes.
So anyway, promptly decided we'd secure the place in case he and some of his mates came back. You know.
Oh, because that happened to my landlord in Udantani, got cased in the same way and robbed.
We needed a bathroom
on this level.
Well, there's one on this level, but it's attached to the bedroom. And so I'm in the process of installing a shower here.
Will we have an expensive door on here as well?
I've got a door for this.
Was that going to be?
It wasn't as expensive as the one downstairs, but that's what I'm going to fit myself. Because these European style doors are very easy to fit. They just sort of, you slot the frame in and brace it with these adjustable braces, make sure everything's level, and then you just squirt building foam in around it, and that's it, permanent. And then and the door just sort of slots onto the hinges, because they're all surface mounted doors. I mean, there's none of this sort of farting about cutting little hinge slots and what have you. You know, trimming architraves.
So you buy the door and the surround together.
When you've done that, the surround just sort of pushes into a slot, and it takes up any slight variations there might be in the level of the wall. It's a really clever system. Don't know why it's used in the UK more widely. Anyway, so that's And the piece of broken plasterboard, I lost my temper with the piece of board I was putting here. It wouldn't stick. So on Saturday evening a few weeks ago. So this is bedroom and bathroom. This floor had a few rooms on it in it when we.
Oh, this is looking a bit posher than I last saw it. Is that Rococo mirror? I think.
That was Kerry inherited it from a neighbour who died, and then built a bathroom. Yes, well, that was just something we needed to.
You see the unique Chris tiling, which is this sort of oblong tiling.
Yes, my former colleague said, as I was going